All right, baseball fans, Doug Polites here, bringing you the Jesuit Tigers against the IMG Ascenders. I'm reminded of former Auburn and Ole Miss college football coach Tommy Tuberville, now U.S. Senator from Alabama, getting his Auburn Tigers ready for an LSU game, and he says, "Now, don't feel them out. This is a heavyweight fight. You won't get knocked out. Better come out swinging." That is what you're getting to see here tonight. That is two lineups that are just loaded with future college talent. Let me let Mike Letting introduce them out. Thank you, Mike Letting. Yeah, so Samir Muhammad's going to head out there to face this all-star lineup from all over the country from IMG down in Bradenton. Samir has accumulated quite the resume himself that I will go through shortly. Behind the plate is Vincent DiCarlo. Third base, Wilson Anderson. Shortstop, Caden Wechter. Second base, Tyler Alvario. And first base, Bryce Bassesi. Right to left in the outfield is Brody Smith, Ben Burke, and Jay Kirchner. He will face a future Division I college lineup here, at least the all-star version of it. Samir, a 6'5", 250-pound sophomore that has quite the resume himself. He's a Team USA member. He's a 35-time perfect game all-tournament selection. He's the number 2 right-handed pitcher in Florida in the sophomore class. He's the number 1 player, or the number 4 player overall in this sophomore class in Florida. 2-time tournament MVP, 5-time tournament most valuable pitcher, and a tournament All-American. He leads the team. In addition to all that pitching, he leads the team, or ties the lead, in home runs this year. He is second in RBIs, third in strikeouts, and first pitch strike percentage. Holding his opponents to a .248 average. He has a 2.127 ERA and throws 65% first pitch strikes. When he tops out, it's at 93 miles an hour. So let's get this going, and let's meet the first ascender up. That is Dean Moss, the center fielder. Dean, a future LSU Tiger. Number 1 outfielder in the state of California, the number 4 overall player in California in this graduating senior class. He runs a 6.78 60-yard dash and is the number 2 overall outfielder in the United States in this graduating class. He watches ball 1 down low. In his free time, he's a perfect game tournament MVP and 3-time tournament All-American. And he swings and fouls it back over the grandstand. That's a 90-mile-an-hour fastball from Samir Muhammad, who works totally from the stretch. And for this first half of the first inning, he's going to do it half in the shade and half in the sunlight. And this is a little outside. 80 miles an hour, that was his changeup. And Samir with the 2-1. That one hit hard in the air to center field. Over there is Ben Burke, who grabs it, and that's out number 1.
Next to play the ball, number 8, Sean Campbell.
All right, Sean Campbell. I don't have the graphic for the scoreboard. Before you hit the chat, folks, I'll keep you up to date. Top of the first, second batter of the game, 1 out. Okay, strike 1 from Samir Muhammad, a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. He's pitching to Sean Gamble, who's the second baseman, going to Vanderbilt. He's the number 1 outfielder and number 1 overall player in the senior class in the state of Iowa. Fastball wide. 16-time all-tournament selection in perfect game events, and the list goes on and on. He's the number 1 outfielder in the United States in the senior class. There's that breaking ball. That is a beaut. Swung on and fouled away out of play down the left field line. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Sean Gamble, the starting second baseman for the Ascenders. Top of the first, second batter of the game, Dean Moss, lined out to center field. And now Samir Muhammad about to throw pitch number 9. This to left-handed hitting Sean Gamble, future Vanderbilt Commodore. That one hit hard in the gap to right center field. Brody's not going to get to it. It bounces once, twice, hits the wall. Brody scoops it up, fires it in, and he's going to turn second, and head into third and slide in with a triple. And Sean Gamble is 90 feet away from giving the Ascenders a lead. All right. Kevin Paulino, future Florida State Seminole. Perfect game, tournament All-American, #1 third baseman in North Carolina. And he swings through a changeup, a 37-time perfect game all-tournament selection. Runs a 6.84 60-yard dash. He kicks and fires, and that one is a high hopper to shortstop, caught at the eyes by Caden Wechter, across in time to get him, but not before the run scores. I mean, it bounced a mile high, and all Caden could do is just wait for it to come down. That's good enough to give him a lead. 2 away, 1-0. Ascenders. It brings up Nathan Eisfelder, the right fielder, future Tennessee Volunteer, #1 outfielder in the state of Tennessee. He misses with the breaking ball just a bit outside. I tell you, if IMG keeps recruiting well, they could put together a pretty good team. There is a strike taken low. All you Ascender fans watching, you got to get used to me, okay? You got about 2.5 hours to do it. And he sets and releases, and that tailing fastball misses a little inside to Eisfelder, the future Tennessee Volunteer. I'm going to work on the graphic. Our tech support's working on it. 2-1 count. It's 1-0, top of the first. Ball high. 3-1, Samir Muhammad on the hill, working through this Ascender lineup. Thrown 15 pitches so far. He's had a line drive out to center field, a triple to right center field, a ground out to shortstop to score that run, and now we're at hitter number 4, Eisfelder. He swings and chops it foul and fills up the count. Samir Muhammad, 26 1/3 innings. He struck out 34 and walked only 9. A minuscule walks plus hits per inning pitch, or whip, of 1.291 for the sabermetricians out there who love hearing that kind of stuff. I sit up here in the press box with the legendary Mike Letting, who can't get enough of all these references to sabermetrics. He loves it. Any little minuscule tidbit of sabermetrics I can impart, he's just glued to me over here. Pauses at the belt, and another foul ball. Eisfelder has fouled off now 3 in a row. Samir, right around the strike zone, 11 strikes, 7 balls, and those balls aren't by much. And the full count is 1-0 so far here, top of the first, IMG over Jesuit. And that hit the elbow pad. I almost thought it hit the knob of the bat for a second because it was like a wooden sound, you know? But that's a hit by pitch. Absolutely. All right, Nick Barron comes up, the first baseman. Nick's a senior. He's going up to Northwestern up in Chicago to play ball. number 2 first baseman in Massachusetts, 12-time all-tournament selection and a 1-time tournament MVP. Another lefty batter.
Number 9, Nick Barron, the center first baseman.
And the empty count offering. He squares to bunt, lets it go, and it's a ball inside. And Samir is almost all the way in the shade now. Squares to bunt, he lets it go. Ball outside. So Nick Barron playing a little cat and mouse with the bunt square around, and DeCarlo's going to go out and talk it over with Muhammad. Mike, you get a chance to tell him about the this yet? About the Jesuit Tiger Sports Network yet? Okay. Thank you. Misses on a changeup, 3-0. Telling you, we're trying. Oh, they call a balk. And Eisfelder saunters over to second base. All right. So it's a 3-0 count now. 2 away, top of the first. 1-0 Ascenders. Samir Muhammad on the mound. 6'5", 250 sophomore. He tilts and tosses, and he fouls it away. So the brand new baseball shortage is underway here tonight. I think we've had 5 balls fouled out of here and out of the grandstand so far. And on cue, we have a foul ball out of play. Nick Barron making Samir Muhammad work up there, as are all the IMG hitters. They are aggressive at the plate, and they foul a lot of balls off. Don't strike out, swing this much. Foul ball out of play. You guessed it. 3 in a row. So this at bat has gone ball, 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 foul ball, foul ball, foul ball. Coach O's spinning the tunes tonight for you here in the stadium. Nick Barron is going to step out or step 1 foot out, 1 back in. Top of the first, 1-0 IMG. Fastball outside, base on balls. Okay, so Samir Muhammad started off a line out to center field, sort of a, I think 2 pitches and 1 out there to Dean Moss, the leadoff hitter. And then a triple that scored and a couple of batters aboard here. First and second base. There are 2 outs. Here's senior DH Troy Carpenter, 7-time perfect game all-tournament selection. You guys out there on Jesuit Tiger Sports Network, get in the chat. Tell us where you're watching from. A swing and an empty hack. I mean, these players are from all over the place. I'm sure the people following them and viewing them, they got to have some grandparents and aunts and uncles and old girlfriends and somebody out there across the country listening, watching the players for Jesuit and for IMG. And he kicks and fires, and he hits him right on the scapula. Sorry For the non-medical folks, that's the shoulder blade. You're going to learn all kinds of stuff in the next 2.5 hours, folks. I'm telling you. All right. That brings up Kyler Message. Kyler Message, the number 1 outfielder in Florida in this sophomore class. Left-handed left fielder. He's the number 3 overall player in any position in Florida in this sophomore class. Number 5 outfielder in the United States. 7-time perfect game all-tournament selection. Also pitches and gets it up to 89 miles an hour. So some early speed bumps here for Jesuit and Samir Muhammad against this all-star lineup of IMG. IMG in the black jerseys with a 1-0 lead now in the top of the first. Little fluttering of a breeze blowing from right to left field, straightening out Old Glory every now and then, but most of the time kind of drooping down the pole. And the empty count offering misses outside to another lefty here. And it's 1-0. Samir so far, the Team USA sophomore, uncommitted to a college so far. You know that won't last much longer. That is hit in the air to shallow left field, and it's dropping, and it does find grass in front of a diving Kirshner. In comes Eisfelder. Mike, did you have all 3 of those runners scoring? Did you have 3 runners scoring there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. All right. A bases clearing double.
Well, I don't know why it would. It doesn't like me. Set total runs.
Another balk. And Coach Menendez is going to go talk to him about what is the balk, guys. So I'm getting this scored up here. We got a 4-0 Ascender lead now. So they were all moving there on that full count 2-out offering. Sorry, it was an empty count. Anyway, the double got past the left fielder. 3-run score. Kirchner diving, laid out for it. No, Max Hemingway up the shortstop. Another future University of Tennessee volunteer. Number 1 shortstop in the state of Washington. 22-time all-tournament selection. Tournament All-American. Most valuable player in a perfect game tournament 3 times. And another lefty. It's 0-2. And Samir gets the caught foul tip on Hemingway to finally end this top of the first inning. That was a rough go of it. Ascenders jump out. The Ascenders jump out to a 4-run lead. So 4 runs on 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. It is the bottom half of the first inning now. It's IMG 4 and Jesuit 0. So I was saying what Tommy Tuberville was telling his old Auburn team, don't feel them out. Come out swinging. It's a heavyweight fight. You're going to get knocked out. Well, they came out swinging. They will send out Chase Bentley to the mound. We will get the scoreboard graphic going, guys. I'm telling you, I promise.
Once again, folks, to remind you, the live stream is on YouTube on the Jesuit Sports Network.
All right, Chase Bentley going to play for Texas A&M when he finishes up. He is a senior, a 6'3", 220-pounder, number 16 overall pitcher in the state of California. And he is a tall guy, and he throws hard. He gets it up to 91 miles an hour. Right-hander. Has been a tournament most valuable pitcher. Again, going to be a Texas A&M Aggie when he finishes up with the Ascenders. He will face Brody Smith to start things off. Brody going to play for the East Tennessee State Buccaneers up in Johnson City. He leads the team in on-base percentage and RBI, tied for the lead in hits and base on balls. He bounces one to shortstop Gamble, who gloves it and flips it high, but jumped up and grabs it. Does Nick Barron and gets the first out. One pitch, one out. All right, that's going to bring up Ben Burke. Ben Burke leading the team in batting average with a .389 average. A two-way player. Ben he hits a ground ball over between first and second, and a hustling Gamble ends up knocking it down and barehanding it, flipping around, throwing it on target, but not in time, and what an effort by Sean Gamble. He does not get the speedy Ben Burke as he gets an infield single to the shallow outfield. But wow, what an effort by Sean Gamble. Brings up Caden Wechter. Caden Wechter, 6'3", 190-pound junior, future Florida State Seminole. There's that bender, and it lands for a strike as Chase Bentley looks in, working from the stretch and working from the shade as the sun has moved those shadows across basically two-thirds of the infield now. A swing and a miss on a changeup, and he quickly jumps out in front of Wechter, 0-2. He kicks and fires, and that's a bouncing ball. Jumping grab from Nick Barron to keep it from getting into right field, and he just basically, as he lands, his right foot is on first base. Nice job over there defensively. Advances Ben Burke, but that's going to be a U3 ground out. Two outs, bottom of the first. It's 4-0 Ascenders. IMG with the lead over Jesuit here at Jesuit. Vincent DiCarlo up, future North Carolina State Wolfpack. And I tell you, Chase Bentley has his breaking ball working early on as he's landing it for a strike, and leadoff strikes at that. Ben Burke at second base after an infield single to the right side to help out his team leading average. Vincent DiCarlo takes one in the back, and that's a hit by pitch. Looked like it was a changeup. It was in the upper 70s, so we're going to get a courtesy runner for Vincent. And that looks like it's going to be, that's going to be Christian Sheffield. Okay, that's going to bring up, let's see, Robbie Santana. Robbie Santana, 6'1", 195-pound senior. There's a breaking ball. That one a little outside. As Robbie Santana, he leads the team in slugging and OPS. He's tied for first in walks. He's second in on-base percentage. Tied for third in RBI. He's really had a great offensive season. That one, he slaps it foul. really has put together a really nice senior year swinging the bat. He's a 15-time all-tournament selection. He does some DHing. He plays first base a good bit. There's that breaking pitch, and there's a swing and a miss. Well, Chase Bentley, certainly impressive so far. Working from the stretch. He and Charlie Messina on the same page so far. Just he lost one, kind of got away from him when he hit DiCarlo. And there he gets a called strike 3, and he's going to have to toss it over to first base. Barron grabs it, steps on first, and that retires the side. Okay, folks, no Jesuit runs, 1 Jesuit hit, no ascender errors, and 2 men left on base. We have finished 1 complete. It's 4-0 IMG. All right. I don't have the graphic working. The tech support people are working on it. I'm keeping you informed. Pretty well, I might say. I got you guys. I got you, okay? We will get it up and running here before long, but right now what you've missed is a bumpy first inning, really. Trying to march your way through this IMG lineup is a formidable task. They are aggressive hitters. They're talented. They don't swing and miss much. They foul a lot of pitches off. They hit the ball hard. So Samir Muhammad, first inning, 33 pitches total, 19 strikes, 14 balls. And he's kind of nodding to himself as he throws his cutter/slider in pregame, in between game warm-ups, or in between inning warm-ups. I think he's saying, yes, that's what it's supposed to feel like. So if he gets that thing working, then I think he's got a good chance to turn this thing around. All right. All right, Charlie Messina up, the starting catcher. Fastball right on target. Called strike 1. There's a fastball right over the outside corner, and that one hits the strike zone. And Samir is quickly up 0-2 on Charlie Messina. That one gets past Vincent DiCarlo, and Messina, 5'10", 185-pound junior catcher going to Northwestern up in Chicago. He's the number 3 ranked catcher in this junior class in Florida. And that one's blocked by Vincent DiCarlo. Vincent's the number 2 catcher in the junior class, or sorry, in the senior class in Florida. He's going to North Carolina State. That one swung on and fouled back out of play over the grandstand. And Messina, right-handed throwing, right-handed hitting. He misses low and away. And it's now a full count. So Messina has worked his way to a full count. Numerous time all-tournament selection. Some of the data's erased here, so I'm having to kind of see it, look it up. And he gets a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Nicely received by DiCarlo. And Samir Muhammad gets a looking strikeout. He will head back to the top of this lineup. to Dean Moss. Dean Moss, the future LSU Tiger, speedy center fielder, an 18-time all-tournament selection, lined out to center field his first time up. First pitch, inside, misses, ball one. That's pitch number 41 for Samir. It's the top of the second inning, folks. 4-0 IMG. There's one out. Samir Muhammad on the mound, and there is strike one. And Dean Moss nods, says, "Yep, okay. I think I got a beat on it." It's a 93-mile-an-hour heater from 6'5" Samir Muhammad. And he rocks and releases, and it is fouled out of play. Okay, I got 19 on the over-under for number of lost baseballs tonight. 19. You can jump in the chat and throw in your number. I say it's going to be over 19. Change up just off the mark outside. Wisely taken by Dean Moss. Breaking pitch stays wide. And it's now a full count to Dean Moss. I'm sure you can imagine Jesuit would like to keep him off the base paths. Swung on and a high hopper over to Samir. Fielded and flipped over to Bassesi at first base to get Moss by an eyelash. It was really a high hopper, kind of like a big Baltimore chop. And the whole time it's in the air, he's running. All right, so that's 2 outs, top of the second. 4-0 IMG. Brings up Sean Gamble. Future Vanderbilt Commodore tripled his first time up, and now he dragged bunts into foul territory down the third base line. And the speedy Gamble almost certainly would have been aboard if that stayed fair. Obviously, Wilson Anderson has a rocket of an arm over at third base, but that was so perfectly placed. I don't think it matters if Mike Schmidt were over there. All right, for you Yankees, Greg Nettles. 0-1. Swing and an empty hack. A mighty but empty hack from Gamble. Well thrown changeup. And Samir nods, comes set at the belt. Tilts and tosses, and that one is hit up the middle softly, but enough to get through and past the outstretched glove of Caden Wechter, and that's the second hit for Sean Gamble. He is down with OBP tonight. Okay, Kelvin Paulino, he grounded out to Wechter at shortstop his first time up. So one Seminole grounded out to the other, or one future Seminole. There goes Gamble. Called strike one. The throw is on target, but he does not get him. It was a called strike and a stolen base for Gamble. A head-first slide. Everything looked like it was right on time, but he must have slid to the outside of the base and evaded Wechter's tag. And Gamble again is in scoring position. Breaking pitch lands for a strike, 0-2. Here comes the 0-2 from Muhammad. And that is low. A wild pitch gets by DiCarlo. That's ball one. That's going to send Gamble over to third base. And he says he went around. Kelvin Paulino a little dejected after that, but home plate umpire says yes, he did. So he gets the swinging strikeout. And we move to the bottom of the second inning. In the top of the second inning, you had no ascender runs on one hit, no errors, one man left on base. We are moving to the bottom of the second. It's 4-0 IMG.
What is the strikeout Paulino one? Is it a breaking ball?
I think it was a changeup, sort of dove down, I think. All right, due up for Jesuit, Bassesi, Kirchner, and Alvario.
His first name is John.
Is who?
His first name is John. He's a scout for the Rockies.
Rockies, yeah.
Came to Minnesota this year, trying to cheat here.
All right, folks. Tech support is remoting in, trying to get that little scoreboard graphic going. I told you I'm working on it. You guys just chill. Just chill. Hi, Bryce Bassesi up. Moving into the bottom of the second now. 4-0 IMG. And the first pitch from Bentley is a ball outside to Bryce Bassesi. Just bear with us. I'm going to talk while they get the scoreboard graphic up. Ball up high. 2-0. 2-0. Bassesi up. 2-0. Chase Bentley, the future Texas A&M Aggie, fires down and in. It's 3-0. So while tech support's working on the graphic, just imagine you're here. I'll see what I can do to paint the picture for you. Right-handed pitching Bentley to left-handed hitting Bassesi. He lets that one go. Pops the glove at 90 plus for strike one. 3-1. And Bassesi stands in. Bentley into the windup. He kicks and fires. That's hit in the air to center field. Ought to be easy for Dean Moss. He's there. He grabs it. Out number one. And that's out number one. All right, Jay Kirchner. Kirchner, four-time perfect game all-tournament selection. He hits it in the air. Foul. Add one to the over-under. It's out of play. 0-1. There's a breaking ball, just misses outside. Not by much. Fastball on target, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. There is 1 out. And does he go? No, he does not. He lays off the curveball. Home plate umpire was really animated and excited. I think he wanted to ring him up, but the first base umpire says, nope, 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 nope. He held back. The 2-2. That one hit sky high in the air to the right side. Nick Barron at first base is under it. Snags it. Out number 2.
That's one of those fly balls that's up there.
Fastball, too tall, ball 1. So the good news is we have the scoreboard graphic going. The bad news is I got to run it. I don't have an intern, folks. So swing and a miss, ball 1. So if I'm a little behind, it's because I'm doing all this other stuff, but hopefully making it look seamless or sound that way at least. That one hit on the ground toward Gamble at second base. He scoops it up and tosses it over, and that is out number 3. Okay, bottom of the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We move to the top of the third. IMG 4, Jesuit 0. Thank you to Colin Rivera, the unsung hero of these live streams. He's the tech guy that sets it all up for me and all that. He is awesome. He remoted in from another state. His location will be kept a secret, classified to protect the innocent. But he is very charitable to do that for us. All right, we got somebody watching from North Carolina, Georgia, of course, all over Florida. Beautiful. Tell your friends, tell everybody. I mean, what else you got going on? How many talking heads can you listen to in one night? Nathan Eisfelder, he's coming up. University of Tennessee volunteer when he finishes up in a few months. 21-time perfect game all-tournament selection. He's going to face Samir Muhammad, Team USA sophomore, who kicks and fires and misses low. That's pitch number 53 for Samir Muhammad. He has not had, I know he has not had the command of that cutter that he really wants to have, because a lot of stuff works off of it. High hopper over to Wilson Anderson, who fires it across and gets him by a step. And the 5-3 ground out puts out number 1 on the board here in the top of the third. And first baseman Nick Barron comes out. Nick, a future Northwestern Wildcat, he walked his first time up after fouling a bunch of those pitches off. And this one's in foul territory, but it looks playable. Kirchner over, calls it, grabs it, out, number 2. You know, that carried and carried and carried. He ended up not far from the wall out there. That's 2 away. Brings up Troy Carpenter. The senior was hit by a pitch his first time up. And now Samir gets another crack at him. And there he lands his heater in for a strike. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, and again, top of the third here, 4-0 IMG. Fastball on target. And it's 0-2. Nearing 60 pitches. He's at 57 right now, is Samir Muhammad, who kicks and delivers, and he hits that strikeout right on the outside corner. Nicely done. And the Ascenders go 1-2-3 in the top of the third. And it remains 4-0 IMG moving into the bottom of the third. Okay, due up to face Chase Bentley is Wilson Anderson, and then top of the order, Brody Smith and Ben Burke. Okay, Wilson Anderson, future Mississippi State Bulldog. Wilson is tied for third on the team in RBI. He's a 21-time All-Tournament selection, 2-time tournament MVP. Breaking ball from Bentley. Finds the mark, strike one. The number one pitcher in the state of Florida and in the country in the junior class. And he hits that one a mile out there to right center field. On his way to the warning track and to the wall is Dean Moss as he jumps up, catches it, hits the wall opens up. That's like that bloopers video from Major League. Remember when the guy runs clean through the wall? He is okay. He's walking back to center field, but wow, what a play by Dean Moss. I mean, that is a 379-foot flyout for Wilson Anderson. And it brings up Brody Smith. Brody grounded out to second base his first time up. There's that breaking ball. Boy, that is regular as clockwork for Chase Bentley. I mean, he is spinning it off for a strike to lead off just about every batter. Why not? It's like a free strike. That one lined right down the first base line, but foul. Umpire has to jump out of the way. And it's quickly 0-2 on Brody. On deck is Ben Burke, who has the lone Tiger hit so far, an infield single. Before him is Brody Smith, who leads the team in RBIs and on-base percentage. Fastball, little outside. So Bentley, 29 pitches, 20 strikes, 9 balls. He has looked very sharp, very impressed. Swing and an empty hack, and he gets him on strikes. Two outs. All right, Ben Burke leading the team in batting average, and Ben, the 24-time All-Tournament selection, is the only Tiger to reach by base hit, and that was a ground ball to the right side that he beat out, and he hits an identical one this time. That one hauled in and heaved out by Sean Gamble for the third out. All right, another 3-up, 3-down half inning. This time it's for Jesuit. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We go to the top of the fourth. It's 4-0 IMG. All right, due up for the Ascenders. Kyler Message, Max Hemingway, and Charlie Messina. All right, Kyler Message to lead things off here in the top of the fourth. Kyler doubled, and in doing so brought 3 Ascenders home. His first time up on what was sort of a Texas leaguer to shallow left field over third baseman Wilson Anderson, and they just kept running. Ball 1. Kirchner came in diving for that. It bounces past him. And Message got to second. Everybody else got home. That is right over the outside corner, ball 2. Samir kicks and delivers. That is fouled straight back into the netting. 2 balls and a strike. Message, again, the sophomore, 3rd overall player, ranked 3rd overall of all positions in the sophomore class in the state of Florida. Where Samir gets a called strike there on a diving breaking ball or diving changeup. Strike 2. Samir is the number 4 overall player in the sophomore class in the state of Florida. That one misses off target a little outside. Samir, the 5-time tournament most valuable pitcher, 35-time all-tournament selection, Team USA, tournament All-American. I mean, decorated guy for a sophomore. Heck, he's a decorated guy for a graduating senior for sure. He still has 2 years left. Fastball, ooh, just inside. You got to like pitching there, though. I mean, they're almost never going to swing at that, and every now and then the umpire is going to call that. Message is aboard with a full count walk, but he just missed on the inside corner to the left-handed hitting Message. Now, that brings up Max Hemingway, and he essentially struck out because it was a caught foul tip last time. He's a 3-time tournament MVP. Number 1 overall player in the state of Washington. That's called strike 1. Number 4 overall sophomore in the United States. So a lot of super sophomores in this game. 0-1. The throw over. Chases Message back. That one swung on and fouled out of play. N+1 on the over-under. On deck, Charlie Messina. At the plate now, Max Hemingway, future UT Volunteer. Rocky Top. And Samir about to deliver pitch number 68. Is 41 strikes and 26 balls. And there it goes. There goes the runner. Ball outside. The throw's on time. The snag, the tag, not in time. So ball 1 and a stolen base for Message. Coach Menendez reloads the home plate umpire with new baseballs. Nobody out. Top of the 4th. And now Message in scoring position. My guess is we're not going to see any bunting. I think these guys like swinging the bat, and why not? They have a 4-run lead. A swing and an empty hack on a changeup, and he gets the out by way of strikes. Well done by Muhammad. It's going to bring up Charlie Messina, future Northwestern Wildcat, the catcher. Samir kicks and fires, and that one has a lot of zip on it, but a little inside. Ball 1. That's pitch number 70 for Samir Muhammad here on the top of the 4th. There's a fastball. Now that one is strike 1 over the outside corner. Looked like he moved it over maybe 2 centimeters. Are the Gators playing tonight in basketball? They're in the final 8, right?
They play Saturday. Yeah, they must play tonight.
No, they're in the final 4. It's Saturday. That's right. Sorry. I'm still thinking regionals. That's a wild pitch. Yeah, that's right. Yep. So that's a wild pitch. And that moves Message over to third. Sorry about that. That's right. I'm still thinking they're in the regionals. So now Messina has a 2-1 count and has an RBI opportunity. The infield comes in onto the grass with 1 out, Message at third, and he can run. A bouncing ball. Anderson gets it, looks him back, tosses it across, in time. Well played. Okay, Dean Moss, future LSU Tiger. Speedy center fielder. And he has lined out to center field and grounded out back to Muhammad. That's a changeup, and you got to like the confidence, and that comes from future North Carolina State Wolfpack catcher Vincent DiCarlo back there, that you can throw with a speedy runner like that at third. You have the confidence you can throw a changeup, and you know your catcher's going to block it. I mean, if you're going to pitch against guys like Moss and the rest of this lineup, you can't just dial up fastballs. It doesn't matter how hard you throw it. They can hit it. So it's a huge plus to have a catcher like DiCarlo. 1-1 count. Shout out to Austin Ford, our usual DJ up here in the booth. I know he's out there watching. Breaking pitch. Trapped down at the ground. Does not get an offer from Moss. Nice sharp cutter. But the left-handed hitting Moss does not go for it. That one hit hard on the ground. Bassesi has it. And the race to first base, he beats Moss and ends the inning. Nicely played by Bryce Bassesi. Okay, we move to the bottom of the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 ascender left at third base. 4-0 IMG. All right, due up is Wechter, DiCarlo, and Santana. First pitch is on the mark. Called strike one. Wechter has grounded out to first base. First base, his first time up. Straight up 8 o'clock. Bottom of the fourth now. Ascenders enjoy a 4-0 lead. There's that breaking pitch from Bentley. And I got to tell you, he just makes it look very easy. This so far looks like a casual outing for Chase Bentley. Now, granted, he has not really been pressed. Nicely blocked by Messina. A ball and 2 strikes. But he just, I guess that's how it is. When your breaking ball's working, you're getting the hitters out. You got a 90-plus fastball to keep everybody honest, and it's 2-2. But landing that breaking ball, especially at first pitch in the count, is something. Full count. That is going to keep the batter's hands full for sure. And here comes the full count. And that one is fouled right into Wechter's ankle. And a big, deep breath from Caden's parents after the first half of this season that I know was a struggle, having to be on the sidelines after a knee issue. But he is full form now. That one, a bouncing ball toward third base. I don't think he's going to get it. He barehands it, slings across, not in time. Paulino does a good job, but not much you're going to do about that. And Wechter has an infield single. Okay, Vincent DiCarlo, who leads the team in hits. Fastball on the money, strike one over the outside corner. Vincent was hit by a pitch his first time up. He is a 12-time all-tournament selection, the number 2 catcher in this senior class in the state of Florida, batting .311. 19 hits so far. Breaking pitch goes the other way on a single to right field, a line drive that is quickly brought in, and Wechter hits the brakes at second base, and DiCarlo is doing his job. And it looks like he is going to get, who is running for it? Okay, Chris Hemmings is going to run for DiCarlo. Nobody out here, bottom of the fourth inning. And it'll bring up Robbie Santana. Leading in slugging and OPS, tied for first in walks, second in OBP, tied for third in RBI. Probably a good guy to have up here with 2 men on and nobody out. And there's a breaking pitch. That time, Bentley does not get it over, and he doesn't get a bite from Santana. Now the count is 1-0. Robbie, a .293 hitter, 12 hits, 4 doubles. It could be 5 doubles. I might have to update that. I think it's 4. 9 RBI, walked 13 times. And he hits that one hard in the air, but right at Dean Moss out there, who makes the grab, throws to third. Is he going to get him? No. Wechter advances and is able to go into third standing up, but well played by Moss. He's got an arm.
Robert Santana catches the run over the corner. The runners in the corner and 1 out at the plate. Number 22, Bryce Necessity, fourth baseman.
Okay. Bryce Bessesi comes up. He flew out to left center field, his first time up. This time, Caden Wechter is at third base, and Chris Hemmings running for DeCarlo at first base. Bottom of the fourth, 4-0 Ascenders. That is a breaking ball fouled out of play. Fastball on the money. Strike 2. So it's 0-2. This is certainly the biggest threat to Chase Bentley so far tonight. 1 out, runners at the corners. And Bessesi up, and he has had some clutch hits, the 23-time All-Tournament selection. Breaking ball hit high in the air to right field. And it is caught right at the warning track. It looked like it had a chance, but it's going to turn into a sacrifice fly. Boy, he got a hold of that one. It didn't have enough carry to get out of here. Eisfelder got it, but can't stop Wechter from scoring.
Number 14, Jake Kirchner, the left fielder.
So naturally, Hemmings holds up at first. Wechner up now, or Kirchner up, sorry. Fastball's in there for a strike 1. Let me update the scoreboard before I start getting text messages on this chat. A swing and an empty hack. 0-2. All right, board ought to be right. 4-1, Ascenders. Bottom of the fourth, 2 outs. 0-2 to Kirchner, who flew out his first time up. Basically pop up to first base is what it was. There goes the runner, and a little nubber into foul territory toward the first base dugout will bring Hemmings back to first base. Jay Kirchner, the junior left fielder. Behind him will be Tyler Alvario, the second baseman. But here comes the 0-2 from Chase Bentley. There's the breaking ball. It hits the bat, hits the ground, hits the bat again, so that's a foul ball. Fastball, too tall. Up and out, 1 ball, 2 strikes. This one is zipping along here. An hour and 7 minutes into this, and we're in the bottom of the fourth. And Bentley kicks and delivers. That is outside, nicely blocked, because it was down in the dirt. Charlie Messina, future Northwestern Wildcat, nice job of blocking that and keeping Hemmings at first base. All right, Deuces, wow, couple of balls, couple of strikes, couple of outs. Timeout called. Chase Bentley, the future Texas A&M Aggie, with the throw over to keep Hemmings honest. Man, what a beginning of the season for Texas A&M. Originally number 1 preseason and fell out of the top 25 in no time. They got to buckle up and get that ship right. Swing and a miss to end the inning on that breaking pitch. That's going to get a lot of people out at every level. Okay. Bottom of the 4th, 1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. It's 4 complete. It's 4-1 IMG.
The baseball program will be taking on Plant because of the cross match. And then in addition to that, the spring production by the drama department is in place. So parking is going to be at a premium. We encourage you to get it early because as you know, Plant knows what Jesuit is.
All right, Samir Muhammad, 77 pitches into it. He is going to start off by facing Sean Gamble. Sean Gamble is hot as a Rolex in a pawn shop. He's hit a triple, a single, and I don't think he's had a swing and a miss yet. I think he's had about 9 foul balls, though. All right, Gamble 2 for 2. Again, a triple and a single so far, and the lefty has barreled it up on Samir so far. Fastball outside, and Muhammad throws his 78th pitch. 46 strikes and 32 balls. Top of the 5th now. IMG leads 4-1. Fastball misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Gamble, future Vanderbilt Commodore. Misses outside. So really nothing within the length of his bat so far. He's a speedy runner, and it seems like every time I look up, he's at third base. So I say challenge him, try and get him out. Nope, he's going to be on base again, as he is down with OBP tonight. On base percentage of 1,000. That brings up Kelvin Paulino. He is the number 3 third baseman in this senior class in the entire country. He's a perfect game tournament All-American and a 37-time All-Tournament selection. Doesn't have to go far to play college. He's going up to Tallahassee to play for the Seminoles, where he will join Jesuit shortstop Caden Wechter. Or I guess be joined by, as he's going to get there first. That hit a mile high to left field. It looks like it's angling foul, and yes, it's way out of here, but foul. Yeah, he got a lot of that one. And the 0-1 over to first base to chase Gamble back. That one hit a mile. Can I see your papers, please? Anything traveling that far needs to get its passport stamped. Jeez. That was out of here in a hurry. Hit the light pole, and Paulino showed you why he's going to go play major college baseball.
Number 11, Nathan Osweiler, right field.
All right, that tacks on 2 more for the Ascenders. It's 6-1, and another hit for them, and a mammoth home run by Paulino. Strike 1 called to Eisfelder. Swinging an empty hack, and it's 0-2. Down and away, a ball and 2 strikes. So Samir's at 86 pitches now. Nobody out here, top of the 5th, and that booming shot from Kelvin Paulino, that hurt. That gives them a 5-run lead now. Swinging strike 3. A home plate umpire says yes, he did go around.
Number 9, Nick Barron, third baseman.
All right, Nick Barron. All right, folks. Samir Muhammad is going to head out after 87 pitches. Let's see. Samir, 4 1/3, 22 batters faced, gave up 6 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, 4 hits, 3 walks, 2 hit batsmen. Really, the damage was on 2 hits. Obviously, the home run. And who's going to center field? Okay. Okay, folks, that's going to bring Samir's going to take a seat out in the dugout after a 87 pitch outing. He's going to give way to Ben Burke. Now, Ben obviously was in center field. Now, he is the leader on the team in ERA with 0.00. Second and first pitch strike percentage of 66%. Where he is a statistical anomaly is there's a fancy stat, FIP, fielding independent pitching. It's a measure of only what the pitcher controls and has a hand in outcome. No fielders can be involved. So strikeout, walk, hit by pitch, home run. None of those can be impacted by a fielder. And so you want that to be low. Well, his is negative. It's minus 1.445, which is impossible statistically unless you strike out 26 batters, have no walks, no hit batsmen, and never give up a home run. So he is a living, breathing statistical anomaly. He has, in fact, in 11 innings, struck out 26, walked nobody, has a 0 ERA, opponent's average of 0.128. Fastball up to 86. It's a joy to watch, but, I mean, a team that's going to swing the bat, they'll get the opportunities because he's around the strike zone every pitch. Nick Barron up. He walked, and then he flew out in foul territory his first time up.
Number 9, Nick Barron, third baseman.
Fastball, a tad bit high. And Burke curls and hurl, and that hit in the air to center field, tailing toward left center field, and it bounces. One hops the fence. Around first, it goes Barron to second. He's going to round it and try for 3. The relay is there in time. Is the tag? Yes, it is. He is cut down trying to stretch the double into a triple. Perfectly done.
Is that 8 to 6 to 5?
No, it was 8 to 4 to 5.
Okay. One of those pinch hitters, I always have one of these Chinese guys.
I hope none of you guys got to hear that. I like to enjoy that myself. Okay, we got a pinch hitter here. All right. Pinch hitter is Juan Diaz.
Second place is pinch hitter, number 4, Juan Diaz.
Fastball, strike 1 to Juan Diaz. All right, Juan Diaz, the pinch hitter, he takes high, and I think Ben Burke has tacked on a few miles per hour to that 86. He is slinging it now. The junior lefty. That looks like a changeup, a little bit low. Like a thumbnail low. 24-time all-tournament selection. Fastball's in there. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fastball off the mark outside. Sorry, changeup off the mark outside. Full count. And that one hit in the air to center field. Hemmings over there. Makes the grab and the third out. All right. That is going to be, let's see, let me recap it, folks. Top of the 5th. 2 ascender runs on 2 hits, no errors, nobody left on base. We move to the bottom of the 5th. It's 6-1 IMG. Due up Alvario, Anderson, Brody Smith. All right, Tyler. Let's see. Tyler has grounded out to second base his first time up, and he hits it a mile high, like one of those Chinese balloons floating across the country. Grabbed by Message out and left, and that's out number 1. All right, Wilson Anderson up, and Wilson, let's see, Wilson hit a bomb out there to left center field that was caught by Moss, and then he ran through the wall. That was a ball high. And he really put a swing on it, but it looked like that blooper commercial that they always show with that guy in that minor league game that's on full sprint, catches it, hits the fence, and the panel of the fence gives way. That's what it looked like. Foul ball, straight back. I remember where that was. It was in the Dire Straits Walk of Life video where they show all the baseball highlights. Exactly one person in this whole broadcast cares, and that's me, but I remember it, and it's important. Swinging strikeout. And they do the wall. The wall goes. Yeah, wall goes. Brody Smith. Okay, Brody Smith, highly productive offensively this year. He's swinging right out of the gate. He grounded out, struck out, and there's a foul ball for the senior outfielder, the right fielder. He's been pretty much steady Eddie in right field this year. Headed to East Tennessee State to play for the Buccaneers up in Johnson City. There's a fastball from Bentley that misses outside. Future A&M Aggie is now 59 pitches. This is number 60, and that's down and dusty. Ball 2. So 2-1, 2 outs. It's the bottom of the 5th, and quite honestly, Jesuit is running out of outs. Too tall. A lot of fire on it, but it's too high, and it's 3-1. There's a strike right in there. Kind of mid-thigh fastball, inside corner. And Bentley, no signs of slowing down. That one over the outside corner, and it is fouled back into the netting. No, maybe out of play. Yes, add that one to the over-under. That was out of play. And Brody Smith heads over to first base, and he now outright leads the team in walks. He was tied, and now he leads. All right, brings up now pitcher Ben Burke. Ben Burke hops up out of bed, turns his swag on, and he's singled and grounded out both to the exact same place. And that's a hard line drive right to the glove of Max Hemingway at shortstop, who does not even have to move. Well hit, but right at it. All right, bottom of the 5th. No runs, no hits, no errors. One man left on. We are finished with 5 innings here. IMG, 6 runs. Jesuit, 1. All right, let me see the chat here. Has anybody jumped in and said where they're watching from? Since we've kind of slowed down on the chat. YouTubers, let's jump in, guys. Let's see where everybody's watching from. There are 300 of you out there, so just jump in here. We got Sarah, John, Marie, Brian, Barbara, and Burning Edges. You gotta like all these sort of internet aliases, huh? Anyway, it's always cool for everybody to see where people are watching from. I imagine with IMG, there's probably folks watching these kids from all over the place. None of your private information will be released, I promise. All right, Ben Burke, who has come on in relief, is out on the mound again here in the top half of the 6th inning, as he will face Kyler Message, the sophomore, the number 3 overall player in Florida, yet to commit. Probably won't be long. 7-time all-tournament selection. He has doubled in 3 runs and walked. There's a breaking pitch that is dusty and is ball 1. That one, a slider, misses outside. Yeah, I'm curious on this with the fastball turns in. Okay, called strike. 2 balls and a strike. That one hit toward third base, and then Wilson Anderson dives and grabs it in foul territory. It looked like he wasn't going to be able to make a play on that. It was kind of off the handle. Great play by Wilson Anderson over there. Caught it just into foul territory to get the first out of the inning. Max Hemingway. There's a fastball. Max Hemingway does not swing. And the University of Tennessee Volunteer of the future takes it inside, and it's now a ball and a strike. That one hit hard into center field, tailing toward left center, and it lands, and it rolls toward the wall. Run down by Hemmings. Burning around is Hemingway. He's going to make it into third base easily, sliding for a triple, as he never slowed down for a moment. A hard line drive that Hemmings has to run a long way to go get. Gets by him, gets to the wall, and the whole time Hemingway is running, and he is now in scoring position with the infield in, and Charlie Messina up, the catcher. Fastball just off the mark outside, ball 1. That looked like his changeup, and that's a called strike. So a ball and a strike. That one hit in the air to right field. Brody Smith over there. He collects it, fires it home, but he's not going to be able to stop Hemingway from scoring. And the sac fly goes to Messina, and another run is on the board. Going to bring up Dean Moss.
Number 18, Dean Moss.
Fastball inside, ball 1. Seven-1 ascenders now. Moss 0 for 3. He's lined out and ground out twice. There's a fastball in there for a strike. They should have 6. And he does swing at that one, kind of a tailing fastball. And it's a ball and 2 strikes. Fastball outside. And it's deuces wild. Pair of balls, pair of strikes, pair of outs. Nobody on base right now. Ah, I love it. Okay, we got folks from Washington. Oh, yeah. Okay. Houston. Of course, Tampa. Misses the mark on that one. Count fills up. Beautiful. Thank you, folks. Thanks for tuning in, of course, but letting everybody know where you are. And that one hit hard up the middle, and Moss gets the bat on it for the 4th time tonight, but the first base hit. And Moss, the future LSU Tiger, at first base. And that brings up Sean Gamble, who has tripled, singled, walked. And that time he fouls it off his lead ankle as Ben Burke starts him off with a breaking pitch. Ben Burke, the number 23 left-handed pitcher in Florida in the junior class. He kicks and fires, and the breaking pitch gets a swing and a miss from Gamble. And Sean is in an 0-2 hole here. There goes the runner. Called strike 3, and that ends the inning. So the throw was on target and on time to second base. It might have gotten Moss, but didn't need it, as the looking strikeout ends the half inning. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. We move to the bottom of the 6th. It is IMG 7, Jesuit 1. All right, Chase Bentley, 65 pitches into this. Future Texas A&M Aggie. He will face Caden Wechter, the shortstop, who is future Florida State Seminole. He has had an infield single and grounded out. First pitch strike. Into the windup goes Bentley. He kicks and delivers. That one hit on the ground to shortstop. Hemingway gloves it, fires it in time. Out number 1.
Is that the type of infield player you're seeking?
Is me? Oh, yes. That would be it right there. Although Wechter's got that. Just make it look easy. All right, Vincent DiCarlo comes up. Vincent. Let's see. Vincent he's 1 for 1. He has been hit by a pitch and singled. So he is, let's see, he's on base percentage of 1,000 as well. Yes, hit by pitch counts in your on base percentage. And so does a single. As Vincent DiCarlo, for a 3rd time, is on first base tonight. They should start sending his mail over there. And they're going to send a pinch runner over there.
Coming in to run for the catcher,
Well, courtesy run.
number 19,
Joey DeLucia is going to run for him this time. That's going to bring up Robbie Santana. Now he has gone out on strikes and flown out. All right. That one bounces in there, and the wild pitch is going to let DeLucia head down to second base, unopposed. All right, and the food delivery has arrived up here in the press box.
We get to eat what's left. We get drinks.
They're bringing letting food, and he's complaining. All right, 1-0. That's a fastball that's in there, and a ball and a strike.
The radio hitting over here almost couldn't get it. Sliding.
That one down and in, and a nice job by Messina blocking that one. As it looked like it was going to hit Robbie Santana's foot. It's always hard to block as the father of a former catcher. I know that one's a tough one, trying to move that direction towards your throwing hand, your right hand, to block that direction. A little easier to move over towards your glove side. 2-1. And that one hit way up in the air to center field. Going back and back and back is Moss. He's under it. He's got it. That's out number 2. And advancing 90 feet to third base is DeLucia. All right, 2 outs. Bryce Bassesi up now. Bryce has flown out to center field. No, thank you. Flown out to center field and has hit a sacrifice fly to bring in the only Jesuit Tiger run tonight. It's his 3rd time up. There's a fastball from Bentley with a lot of steam on it, but it's outside. There is some activity in the Ascender bullpen. Also, the Tiger bullpen. Breaking ball outside. I got to say, maybe it's the bullpen catchers, but there aren't many balls that are just coming in from the bullpen to stop the game. And right on cue, one of them does. Okay, sorry. I got to quit saying this. It's like I'm a soothsayer. Are there still soothsayers? Were there ever soothsayers? I don't know. Oh, what it's like to think these thoughts. Okay, 1-1. No, it's 1-1. That one hit hard on the ground to Gamble, and a bad hop comes up and hits Gamble. I think it hit him in the head. It took a bad hop, and I think it hit him in the head, and he went to the ground, but he has sat up now. He's on his feet. He's going to be okay, folks. He has been a machine over there, scooping in ground balls and getting outs. That's a hit. That was a bad hop, I thought, huh? I mean, he was right on it. It was just a bad hop up over him. So that's a base hit.
Look, he's got good reflexes. He's not bleeding, so.
I mean, wow. That was a little scary. But, yeah, I'd call that a hit, Mike. Thank goodness he is okay. The run will score. But Gamble looks like he's going to stay in the game, so good for him. Very good. He is a dynamite player, and glad to see he's okay. All right, Jay Kirchner up. He has popped out to first base and struck out. There are 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th, and that is right in on the hands. It's hitting foul territory toward the right side, bounces on the first base dugout, I bet that ball is now out of circulation for the night. So add one to your tally. Is anybody keeping track? Put it in the chat. I've lost track. Is anybody counting out there? I said the over-under was 19. I just don't know how many we have right now. Pressing questions by Doug Politz. Ball inside. A ball and a strike. No, thank you. I'm good. That one yanked outside. Just the delivery on that one, it just looked off from Bentley. As I said earlier, he just looked so just fluid and smooth and almost effortless all game. That one a little bit herky-jerky, and it kind of pulled it outside. And that one down low. He's kind of kicking at the dirt there. I wonder if there's kind of a funny hump or a little hole or something where he's landing. He's kind of kicking at and cleaning some parts of the mound out there. I wonder if he's getting thrown off balance by something out there. 3-1. There's a fastball right there over the outside corner. And now Bentley is 81 pitches into it. 55 strikes and 26 balls. He's been stellar. He really has. Folks in College Station, Texas, you got a good one coming your way. There goes the runner. Strike 3 called. You can ignore that stealing runner. Okay, guys, it is, let's see, in that bottom of the 6th, 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. It is top of the 7th inning now, and it's 7-2 IMG. All right, we got a new pitcher, huh? Reed Miller, okay.
Are you paying attention to our Jesuit pitchers up at Florida State? They're all in the rotation and the closer.
Who's the closer?
James Abraham.
Oh, is he? Yeah. Wow, I didn't know that.
But I understand James had a couple poor outages.
All right, Reed Miller is going to come in to take over the 7th inning here on the pitcher's mound. Let's see, we're going to tell you, Reed Miller, a 7-time perfect game all-tournament selection. Reed is going to play for the Florida Gulf Coast Eagles down in Fort Myers. So far, the 6'1", 185-pound senior has thrown 3 2/3 innings, 1 strikeout, has had 6 walks. Opponent averaged 333, 89-mile-an-hour fastball. And again, on this pitching staff, you got to elbow your way to the table to get your plate served. You just don't get many opportunities. Debbie Rivera gets a shout out from Stuart, Florida. All right, last time up, Kevin Paulino sent one into orbit. Its flight out of here interrupted by the light pole in left field. So he has grounded out, struck out, and homered. And the future Florida State Seminole now facing Reed Miller. And he is led off with a breaking pitch that is in there for strike 1. And that one is chopped toward the left side. Backhanded down the line by Wilson Anderson, who hums it across there. And it is not in time. It was not caught cleanly. It was sort of short-hopped Bassesi at first base. Wilson made a nice play on it right down the third base line. It's on a backhand play. Just couldn't get it over there before Paulino could leg it out. an infield hit for Paulino. And he's on base again, and that brings up Eisfelder, Nathan Eisfelder. Nathan, another future Tennessee Volunteer. Fastball misses down and away by Reed Bymiller. So Eisfelder has been hit by a pitch, grounded out and struck out. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th inning, with IMG enjoying a 5-run lead right now. There's a fastball right on the outside corner. As Reed Bymiller has some zip on that fastball. That one hit hard on the ground to second base. Alvario gets it, and smooth as Kentucky bourbon is Caden Wechter, turning two at shortstop to feed it over to Bryce Bassesi and get the double play. And it brings up Nick Barron. Nick has walked, doubled, flown out. And he takes strike one. I guess you could say he sort of fouled out since it was caught in down the left field line. Down the left field line, just a bit foul. A swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. As Bymiller looking sharp. Of course, his brother McCall playing for the Florida Gators now. And that one, a crisp fastball that is fouled out of play. N+1 on the over-under. There's a lefty working in the Ascender bullpen. And there's nobody in the Jesuit bullpen, of course, as they have one out left to get of the Ascenders. And that is a fly ball to left field that is going to land and three-hop the fence. Around first toward second goes Barron. He'll ease his way into second base standing up, and he gets another double.
Designated hitter, number 4, Juan Diaz.
All right, Juan Diaz, switch hitter. Now to face right-hander Reed Bymiller. He'll hit from the left side. He has flown out to center field. And his only time up so far. Breaking ball, nice sharp breaking ball. And he spins it in there for strike one. And that one misses, gets by DeCarlo, ball inside. And it's going to allow Nick Barron to get over to third base. As Nick Barron, I think that's a pass ball. Okay, so 1-1. Nick Barron now 90 feet away from becoming the Ascender 8th run. A beautiful breaking pitch gets him on, gets a second strike as DeCarlo calls timeout. Needs to go have a quick word with Bymiller. Maybe he went out there to say, as unlikely as this ball is to get by me, if it does, please get your tail over here to home plate so we can keep him from scoring. He's fast. 1-2. And he gets him swinging another really good-looking curveball from Reed Bymiller. All right, top of the seventh. No runs, 2 Ascender hits, no errors, 1 man left on base. It's IMG 7 and Jesuit 2, headed into the bottom of the last. Okay. Oh, is that Message? Yeah, that's Kyler Message. So somebody new must be in left field. Okay, so Chase Bentley out after 82 pitches, 6 innings, 25 batters faced, 2 earned runs, 5 strikeouts, gave up 5 hits, walked 1. A really, really solid outing from him. Kyler Message is going to come in from left field. And who's in left field now? Number 20? 26. Hang on. Stand by 1. Josh Campbell in left field now. So Kyler Message. Kyler, again, the sophomore. He is the number 3 overall sophomore in Florida in this sophomore class. He throws a fastball, the lefty does, up to 89. 7-time perfect game all tournament selection. He will face, well, he was going to face Tyler Alvario, but it looks like Christian Sheffield.
31, Christian Sheffield.
Swinging strike 1 to Christian Sheffield and called strike 2 to Sheffield. So Christian, let's see, he's tied for 3rd in hits and walks. He's in 3rd on the team on stolen bases. 11-time perfect game all tournament selection, a junior. And he fouls that one away, N+1. Oh my goodness, he fouled it up into the lights. Just overhanging first base dugout, and it shattered one of the lights and rained glass down on hopefully nobody. Gee, okay. That's unneeded excitement. Gee. Fastball off the mark outside. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. We are almost right at the 2-hour mark. This one has moved along pretty steadily here tonight. Fastball, too tall, too tight. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A swing and a miss on a high and tight fastball, and he gets him on strikes. All right, Wilson Anderson, the third baseman. He has flown out to deep left center and struck out, and he gets a swinging strike 1 up and in. And I tell you, Kyler Message He can throw it. Works very quickly as a lefty. Swing and a miss. Strike two. The lefty works very quickly. Reminds me of Dominic Castellano, who has a 3-pitch swinging strikeout in about 25 seconds. That is just like Castellano used to be. Remember how fast, Mike, you remember how fast Dominic Castellano used to work? Oh my God, you didn't have time to unwrap a piece of gum. 0-2. Yeah, or I'm sorry, 2 outs. Breaking ball, his first pitch other than a fastball, and that one's in there to Brody Smith for a strike. Brody has grounded out, struck out, and walked. He lets that one go and lets it go wide. Ball 1. A ball and a strike, and Jesuit is down to its last out. Message fires it in there, too high. And he is a fidgety guy out on that mound. I mean, a lot of movement and fidgeting. That's hit way up there and way out there to center field. And Moss gets all the way to the warning track, grabs it, and then just sort of falls into the wall. I mean, you can't make that look much cooler than that. And that is out number 3, and that's going to do it. Ascenders win at 7-2.
IMG 7 runs on 9 hits, they committed no errors, they had 6 on base. Jesuit 2 runs on 5 hits, they committed no errors.
All right, folks, so IMG basically came in here and seized an early lead. Sorry, give me a second. It's hard to talk over Mr. Letting here. All right, so IMG jumps out to a 4-0 lead in that top of the first, and that kind of set the table here. Jesuit never really could mount much of a formidable response to the 4-run lead. Picked up a run in the bottom of the 4th, but then right after that in the top of the 5th, you got the Paulino 2-run homer to make it 6-1, and it kind of just was out of reach at that point. And not really a credible threat from there. So Jesuit back home again tomorrow night against Plant. So the line score is 7 IMG runs on 9 hits and no errors. Jesuit 2 runs on 5 hits and no errors. So thank you, guys. I'm Doug Politz, and you know I love bringing this to you. I will be back again tomorrow night as Jesuit hosts Plant. So everybody, thanks for tuning in. Have a good evening.